Chosen one, the atmosphere around your life has changed. What once felt blocked, delayed, or too far to reach is now being accelerated by the divine hand of God. You may not see the full picture yet, but the movement is real. Doors are unlocking in silence, people are being stirred to remember your name, and opportunities are aligning in your favor without your awareness. This isn't a random upturn. It's a supernatural wealth shift ordained from heaven itself. This wealth isn't just about money. It's about positioning, purpose, and divine backing. You've been prepared through seasons of loss, patience, and silence because God was refining your stewardship. He wasn't withholding, He was molding. Every moment you doubted, every tear you cried was currency in the spirit, and now the withdrawal is being released. On Anointed Era, we believe this isn't the season to chase. This is the season to receive what's already been written for you. Take a deep breath and let this truth settle. You are in the funded phase of your destiny. Heaven is sponsoring your rise. Many chosen ones mistake their years of lack as punishment, but in truth, those were divine lessons in management. God cannot pour into unready vessels. Before a bank releases a loan, it checks your creditworthiness. Before heaven releases wealth, it checks your heart readiness. That's why your struggle wasn't random. It was spiritual credit building. Those moments when you had to make something out of nothing taught you innovation, humility, and gratitude. They taught you how to discern needs from wants, loyalty from convenience, purpose from distraction. Now that training becomes your qualification. You're not entering wealth blind, you're entering it prepared. And because you learned through pain, you'll maintain through purpose. Faith is heaven's legal tender. It's what activates divine deposits into the natural realm. When your faith reaches a frequency of full trust, angels are dispatched to deliver what belongs to you. Many people hustle endlessly, yet remain empty, because their belief is rooted in fear, not faith. But the chosen one understands something deeper. Faith funds what effort alone can't produce. Every time you chose faith over frustration, you made a spiritual investment. Every yes you gave God in your waiting season, every "I'll still believe" when nothing changed, those were deposits into your heavenly account. Now God is honoring the balance you've built. The wealth that's coming is not just financial, it's relational, emotional, and spiritual. While earthly economies rise and fall, heaven's system is eternally stable. God's storehouse doesn't experience inflation, debt, or scarcity. When He decides to release blessings, it's not based on world markets but on your obedience and alignment. That's why the chosen one remains calm even in crisis, because your wealth isn't sourced from this realm. Look around. Systems are shaking, currencies are fluctuating, and people are panicking. Yet somehow you've been preserved. That's not coincidence, it's covenant. When you operate in God's economy, your provision flows from unseen channels. Unexpected checks, divine ideas, sudden favor. These are God's economic signals that you are covered. And when you stand in this truth, fear loses its grip completely. Chosen one, there is an angel assigned to your finances, an actual spiritual being that carries the authority to open doors, orchestrate opportunities, and bring resources directly into your path. This isn't fantasy, it's divine operation. In Scripture, angels often carried answers, food, and instructions for those walking in purpose. Why should your life be any different? If you've been feeling sudden impulses to act, make a call, or revisit a past idea, that's the angelic nudge at work. You are being positioned to meet destiny partners, divine helpers, and financial connectors. These aren't coincidences, they are coded divine appointments. That idea you keep getting, the one you almost brushed off, is not random. It's divine capital disguised as creativity. When God funds someone, He doesn't always drop money directly. He releases inspired thought, vision, and strategy. The greatest wealth in the world didn't start in a vault, it started in someone's spirit. Think of every visionary: Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, Oprah Winfrey. Their wealth began as invisible whispers. You, chosen one, carry that same spark. The difference is your ideas are heaven-backed. They're designed to impact lives and multiply purpose. The more you steward them, the more God funds them. So write that plan, speak that vision aloud. Don't hide brilliance out of fear of failure. Remember, heaven doesn't invest in comfort zones. Your next million might already be written in your notebook. Divine wealth isn't about ego, it's about empowerment. God is raising a generation of chosen ones who will hold riches not as trophies, but as tools. The wealth coming your way is meant to build, bless, and break chains of generational lack. You've seen what greed does to people. That's why your heart had to be purified first. You won't worship the money, you'll wield it. You'll fund missions, elevate families, and restore lost dignity in your community. That's the mark of divine funding. Before God releases abundance, He first dismantles the mindset of lack. Scarcity is not an economic issue, it's a spiritual one. It's the inner voice that whispers, "There's never enough." That belief is the invisible barrier blocking the flow of provision. Chosen one, your old fears about not having enough are being replaced with the truth that you are enough. You've been taught to survive, but now you're being anointed to thrive. It's not pride to prosper when your heart remains humble. God delights in your elevation because it reflects His nature. He is not a God of barely, but a God of overflow. Say it aloud. I am funded by heaven, not limited by earth. Every chosen one experiences a silent period where it feels like nothing is happening. Your prayers echo back. Your efforts go unnoticed. But that's when God does His deepest funding work, behind the curtain. You see, wealth transfer is a process. Systems must shift, hearts must align, and timing must mature. Just because you don't see progress doesn't mean it's not in motion. In fact, the quieter it gets, the closer your release often is. So don't panic in the pause, prepare in it. Keep your heart open, your plans written, your faith steady. Silence isn't denial, it's divine setup. When your energy aligns with your purpose, doors open that hard work alone could never unlock. Alignment isn't about perfection, it's about resonance, the harmony between your thoughts, intentions, and actions. You've probably noticed that when you're doing what truly feels right, opportunities seem to appear effortlessly. That's not coincidence, that's flow. The universe moves resources toward the ones who move with purpose. Many people struggle for years because they chase outcomes that aren't aligned with their inner truth. But you, chosen one, are learning that wealth is not pursued, it is attracted. When your heart, mind, and actions agree on a vision, life begins to organize itself around it. Suddenly, the right people appear, the right ideas surface, and even delays begin to make sense. That's what alignment does, it turns chaos into direction. You don't have to fight for what already matches your frequency. Wealth often mirrors how you see yourself. If you subconsciously believe you're unworthy of abundance, the universe will reflect that belief through lack and missed opportunities. But the moment you start valuing yourself, your reality upgrades to match that inner recognition. The world doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you believe you deserve. Think about the times you accepted less in jobs, relationships, or chances simply because you didn't know your worth. Those experiences weren't mistakes. They were mirrors showing you where you had to grow. Now you're walking into a new season of self-honor. You're learning that it's not arrogance to want more, it's awareness. True humility isn't shrinking. It's standing in the truth of your own value. When you believe you're valuable, everything around you starts treating you that way too. Money is not evil or divine. It's energy, pure, neutral, and responsive. It simply amplifies the intention behind it. For people driven by fear, it brings anxiety. For those driven by purpose, it brings expansion. Understanding this is key to mastering the flow of abundance. When you see money as energy, you stop chasing it and start cultivating the frequency that attracts it. The moment you create, serve, or build from passion instead of desperation, that energy multiplies. This is why some people seem lucky. They're simply in energetic harmony with abundance. Money flows where it feels safe, appreciated, and purposeful. Treat money like air, something that moves freely when you stop holding your breath. The paradox of wealth is this: the more you cling to it, the more it slips away. Detachment doesn't mean apathy, it means trust. When you stop obsessing over how things will happen, you leave room for life to surprise you. You allow miracles to operate in the spaces where your control once suffocated possibility. Many people block their blessings by holding too tightly to expectations. They want things to unfold on their terms, unaware that the universe has a broader, wiser plan. Detachment says, "I've done my part, now I'll let life do the rest." It's surrender, not weakness. It's peace disguised as patience. When you reach that level of calm, everything you need begins to reach you instead. What's meant for you doesn't require your panic, just your presence. Abundance can't coexist with emotional baggage. The past weighs heavily, and until you release it, it keeps anchoring you to what no longer serves your growth. Every disappointment, betrayal, and missed chance carries an emotional residue that subtly shapes your beliefs about what's possible. Releasing doesn't mean forgetting. It means forgiving not for others but for your own freedom. When you forgive, you untie energetic knots that keep wealth and peace from flowing freely. You'll notice how your body feels lighter, your mind clearer, and your ideas sharper once you let go. The universe always fills an empty hand, but it can't pour into one still holding the old. Letting go isn't loss, it's preparation for what's next. Money, like air and water, must circulate to stay alive. When you hoard it in fear, it stagnates. But when you share, whether through generosity, investment, or kindness, it multiplies. The act of giving sends a powerful message to the universe. I have enough to share. That vibration attracts even more. You've seen this before. Every time you gave without expectation, something beautiful came back, a new opportunity, a kind word, unexpected help. This is not coincidence, it's energetic reciprocity. The universe doesn't forget the energy you release into it. That's why giving from a genuine place always returns multiplied, even if the route is unpredictable. Abundance loves motion, keep it flowing. Wealth requires consistency, not bursts of motivation. Just as a seed needs regular watering, your dreams need daily action. Consistency creates momentum, and momentum builds confidence. Many people quit too early, unaware that they were just one routine away from their breakthrough. Chosen one, discipline isn't punishment, it's the language of results. Each day you choose focus over distraction, you increase your energetic credit. Even when you don't see visible progress, invisible shifts are happening. Your habits are quietly constructing the foundation your abundance will stand on. Remember, miracles don't just appear, they mature through repetition. Stay steady. Your persistence is building invisible wealth. Visualization is not daydreaming, it's spiritual engineering. When you clearly see something in your mind, your subconscious begins to build pathways toward it. Neurologically, the brain can't distinguish between imagined success and real experience. That's why athletes, leaders, and creators rehearse their outcomes mentally long before they appear physically. When you close your eyes and picture yourself living your abundant life, confidently, peacefully, generously, you're sending instructions to your energetic field. The more detailed your vision, the stronger its pull. Visualize until it feels natural, because what feels natural soon becomes normal. When you feel abundance as though it's already yours, your reality rearranges to match that vibration. See it, feel it, receive it. There will come a time when things begin happening so fast, you won't even understand how it all came together. That's the season of divine acceleration. Opportunities, people, and ideas will collide in perfect timing. You won't need to force it or chase it. You'll simply flow with it. This is the reward for your patience and alignment. Life will start favoring you in ways that make no logical sense. Doors you didn't knock on will open, and paths you thought were closed will reveal hidden entries. When that happens, don't doubt it, trust it. You earned this energy through years of preparation, faith, and inner work. You've entered the ease after effort. The greatest form of wealth is not found in possessions, but in peace, clarity, and freedom. When you master yourself, Your emotions, your discipline, your purpose, external abundance naturally follows. You become magnetic to everything that mirrors your inner state. True prosperity is holistic. It's when your mind feels clear, your heart feels secure, and your path feels aligned. From that place, everything you touch begins to flourish. You no longer chase results. You attract them by being the embodiment of abundance itself. The world responds to your vibration, and yours now radiates completion. You are not waiting for wealth, you are becoming it. Chosen one, the waiting phase is over. You've done the inner work, faced the silence, and stayed true to your path even when no one understood your vision. Now, life is responding in your favor. The opportunities, the clarity, and the abundance you once prayed for are aligning right before your eyes. Move forward with confidence. You are walking into a season where effort meets ease and purpose meets provision. Trust your timing, trust your growth, and remember, you are not chasing wealth, you are attracting it through who you've become. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to Anointed Era, and share your thoughts below. What does true wealth mean to you now? Your perspective might be the light someone else needs today.